Hi, am I audible now? I should be audible now. Okay, très bien. Hi everyone. How's it going? कैसा मूड है आज सबका? We are back here again after a break. We had our last live on like 2 weeks ago. Uh, how's it going? Waiting for a few others to join. Um, so till the others are joining, I'll just update you on what's been going on with me. This week I had a nice little break, which was long overdue. I still didn't stop my classes, but yeah, I was having a few sessions. But I had a good rest. I was sleeping in most days. Yeah, that was fun. And I was not working like I work now. I was just having a few classes. So that was fun for me. I had a nice change of scene and a good rest. So yeah, that was fun. How are the last few weeks for all of you? I'll wait for you to type in the chat. I know there's some lag. So we have Shubhra, Kavita, Spings Edits, Chaplin, Jasleen also, Shweta, Harsh. Nice to see you all. Jeet also. Bonjour Jeet. So I want to talk, well, I want to know how is everyone's mood today, because we are going to talk about moods in French. So yeah, what is a mood and what is it? Today my mood has been a little relaxed. It's the weekend, so yeah. So my mood has been relaxed today. Also a little irritated. What about everyone else? Sleepy. Okay. I think sleepy is always, isn't it? Waiting for other moods, for other people. Well, you want Diwali back, but did you ask Diwali if it wants to be back? Harsh is a bit tensed. How come? Are your exams nearing? I think everyone has a little tension, and it is necessary. It is one of the good questions that come in the TCF exams as well. Is stress all good or bad only? Like, les bienfaits du stress. Yeah. Tell me if stress is masculin ou féminin. Low stress, it's masculine, I guess. Ah. Well, Harsh, I hope you find a respite to your stress very soon. Jacqueline se sent très festive. Wow, Jacqueline, très bien. J'espère que ça continue toujours. Ça va. So, we are talking about moods because we are going to talk about moods in French and not like the moods in like what we talked about, not the mental moods. We are going to talk about the grammatical moods of the verbs. Now, we know that there are moods and tenses. So we have only three tenses. Sometimes people confuse everything with different tenses and moods. Okay, so today's topic, I'll just remind, is subjonctif and the gérondif. There are three tenses in French, I'll tell you, or like in any language, I think only three tenses. What are these tenses? What can you tell me about these tenses? I'm waiting for some answers about the tenses. Okay, past, present, future. Yes, exactement. So these are the three tenses, but there are different moods in French. Yes. So Shubhra, Harsh, you're right. These are the three tenses, but there are different moods. Okay, so the verbs have tenses and moods, and there could be the same mood. For example, we have indicative. For example, we have future and present normal, that we have future simple, and présent de l'indicatif are in the indicative mood. Okay, similarly we have conditionnel présent and conditionnel passé. Okay, so these are the different moods with different tenses. Okay, today we are going to learn the subjunctive mood. Okay, which is like the, if you look at it, it's the subjective mood. Okay, so like it is subjective, we'll say. The first is the subjective. Does anyone know what are the different uses of the subjunctive? Okay, tell me the different uses of subjunctive. Incertitude, yes. Emotions. Okay. Jeet has a long answer. Dependent clauses that begin with k. It appears in sentences with two subjects. Yes, it has two subjects. Yes. Used to express uncertainty, emotions, subjectivity, or necessity. Okay. So, well, good. I have already mentioned here. Oh, yeah. We have souhait, désir, obligation, doute, sentiment, incertitude. Okay. Ça va? These are used with all of these for all of these reasons. Okay. They are on the dependent clause. Subjunctive is used in the dependent clause. Yes. There is emotion and there is doubt. There is wish and there is desire. Okay. Are we clear on that? Okay. So, for example, okay, let me not give you examples. Maybe one of you can give me an example in English of the subjunctive use. If not in French, in English, or French is fine as well. Okay, I'm happy that you're coming. Yes, Chaplin. What else? Je veux qu'il parte. Okay, good. Now I think it is best if we understand the subjunctive with examples. When I say that it is for souhait, désir, obligation, doute, incertitude, to most of us it does not mean anything. Okay. Do we agree on that? Does it mean something when I put all these things here? Souhait, désir, obligation. Good, Jeet. Well, should I take that as a no? Tell me. Well, okay, so what I'll do is I will just, you have this, you know this. I'll tell you a few rules about the subjunctive and then we learn this with more and more examples. Okay, so we have to have two clauses for subjunctive that was given to us by Jeet, I guess, and there has to be a k. Okay, k is necessary for a subjunctive. Okay, these are some verbs with which you can use subjunctive, but this is not a final list. Okay, you have other words with it as well. these are the conjugations, the endings for subjunctive. Okay, we have the radical plus terminaison. This is the terminaison, and the radical you find by with the third person plural. Okay, that is your radical. Are the conjugations clear? Okay, now the problem with subjunctive is not conjugations in from what I understand. Okay, it's the usage. We understand the conjugations, the usages are difficult. So one thing we'll do, we'll just get the conjugations out of our way and then work on the usages. Okay, so I'll give you a verb, then we do the conjugation first. Okay, my first word that I want you to conjugate in the subjunctive is acheter verb. Acheter, to buy. I want conjugations of acheter in the chat. Okay, Japlin, good. I wanted to type, but I am not. I'll just. No, Jeet, I said acheter, to buy. Okay, I'll just do this for now. Okay, we are doing que j'achète, que tu achètes, qu'il, elle achète, que nous achetions, que vous achetiez, qu'il, elle achète. Okay, this is the conjugation for the regular ER verbs. Okay, good job, Leen. See here we have the endings. Okay. Ça va? Can we do one for être? For être verb, the subjunctive. Ok, yes, Joplin, que je sois, que tu sois, qu'il or elle soit, que nous soyons, que vous soyez, qu'ils, elles soient. Elle type. Que je sois, que tu sois, qu'il, elle soit, que nous soyons, que vous soyez, qu'il, elle soit. Okay, I'll also give you an example now. Je veux, I'll say, okay, je suis à l'heure, for example. I'll do, my chat has gone, yeah. Je suis à l'heure, I'll say, okay. That is a normal sentence. And I will say, je veux que tu sois à l'heure. Okay, ça va? Do we understand these sentences? Je suis à l'heure and je veux que tu sois à l'heure. Do you understand why we are using the sois here, which is our subjunctive? If you understand, send me a building in the chat. Any building. So here we are showing the desire, the want, the wish of being on time. Okay. Tomorrow I'm meeting my friends for lunch. Je veux vraiment qu'ils soient à l'heure. It's very difficult because I am always on time and they are not. Ok, merci pour les emojis. So here we are putting a desire. Oh, hi. Et puis, okay. Can we do the Let's do pouvoir verb. The conjugation of pouvoir in our subjunctive. Now we are doing the subjunctive because as all of you who have been in touch with me as students or while studying with me, I have put a lot of pressure, especially for the exam students, to use subjunctive. Okay, so it is not something that is unimportant or a difficult subject. It is a topic that I teach in the A2 level, beginning A2 mostly, but which is very useful and should be used till the end of B2, especially in your exams. Okay, so that's why I decided to take it up. There were some doubts in this subject, but also because this subject is really very important, I really want you to master it. There is a lot of fear associated with the subjunctive. Okay, that it is tough and we never know where to use it and what not. Okay, but I don't want there to be any fear related to it because number one, it's just grammar. Okay, it's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, well, time for another life lesson. In our life, we are afraid of the things which do not matter. Okay, for example, we are afraid of failing. Well, failing matters, I agree, but I'll come back to it. We are afraid of failing, we're afraid of bad marks, we're afraid of our bosses, whatnot. Okay, but these are not the things to be afraid of. This is one thing that we should understand, that once we face it, like one, if you are afraid of subjunctive, for example, if you face it, if you really practice it, it will be okay. Okay, so similarly, if you're afraid of your boss, which you shouldn't be, okay, it's professional, so there is no need to be afraid of your boss. But if you try to face them, try and be professional with them, try to be practical, maybe they won't be as fearsome. I understand that some people are afraid of dogs because they bite. Won't say that they are irrational, but I think that dogs can be managed. Okay, I was never afraid of dogs, and I think that depends from person to person. But yeah, in the end, वही डर के आगे जीत है. So yeah, just face your fear, especially for language learning. If you're afraid of something, there's no need to be afraid, because come on, it's just a language. Okay, life के fear का एक बार जाने भी दो. Be afraid in life, I don't care. I just want you to not be afraid, and just try and practice more so you won't be afraid, because I have seen students who have told me, yeah, I am very afraid to use subjunctive, what if I make it wrong? But why will you make it wrong when you haven't practiced enough? Okay, Jeet, who is your manager, you can bring them to me. मुझसे बात करवाओ. Yes, so we have a lot of answer for quiz in the chat. I didn't see because मुझे नहीं आ रहा. I am seeing them in the phone right now. Thank you for that. I will get back to the pouvoir verb. But yeah, also we are not yet sponsored by Mountain Dew. So if someone has contacts, I would really appreciate that. Allez, pouvoir, que je puisse, que tu puisses, And I am reminding you that these are the endings E, ES, E, IO and S, IZ, ENT. Ok, que tu puisses. Oh, yeah. Qu'il, elle puisse, que nous puissions, que vous puissiez. Oh, while I'm typing, can we have some sentences in the chat? Shweta, so sadly she was bitten by a monkey once, and I get it. We are afraid of monkeys as well, but eventually we have to. मतलब अगर if there's a monkey on your way, but you have to cross that road, you have to just get over your fear and cross that road. You can't go back home. So yeah, please. Sorry, I do get distracted. I'm afraid of camera, stage, and all. Well, guess who was afraid of camera as well? Me. I am going live right now. I won't say that I was afraid. I was just shy, I'd say. Yeah, but if you are afraid, I would say to practice a little more, maybe just by yourself. Take your videos, random videos, and we can just, you will be more confident with time. It will not come in one day. Okay, confidence and all does not come in one day, let me tell you. So you have to build it brick by brick. So just practice, try to be better. Okay, again, I don't want to give life lessons, but here I am. So yeah, we do everything brick by brick. Nothing is made in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you won't be built in a day. Okay, so if you're talking about language learning, it will take time. Just make sure you are improving every day. That is the important thing. And recently in my A1 batch, I have a batch in the A1. They're just ending A1. They are confident. That's a very good batch, but they were not sure if they were progressing or not. And one day I made them listen to one audio that they listened to in their first week of learning. Okay, in their 7th week I made them listen to the first week audio, and they were amazed at how easy it felt. Okay, so by practicing every day, you won't realize how far you have come, but when you look back, you'll see that, oh, it was so small. Okay, I am also reading out from the chat what other things people are afraid of. Rats. Well, they are gross, but they are also good cooks according to Disney. They are just gross. I don't think they mean harm. And I think that's for most animals. For the dogs that bite, for the monkeys that bite, I think it's self-protection. And as we hear a lot of times, people say they are more afraid of us than we are of them. Okay, so yeah, since they are animals, we cannot make them understand that they have to face their fears, so they just bite us. Okay, coming back to pouvoir, I want pouvoir ka subjunctive ke sentences. Till the time others are making sentences of pouvoir, I will answer to one questions by Spink's edits to suggest some French movies in okay. Well, I am not the right person to talk about movies. I'd say I'm not the right person because I do not consume a lot of content. Even for books, I don't read a lot of books, which I should, and I'm trying to read more books. But for movies, what I do is I go to Netflix, mainstream Netflix, उसमें sort by language, French, और जो अच्छा लग रहा है I select that. I don't have specific names, I'm very sorry. What I can do is I can address this after a few research uh, in the next live. Also, we have a lot of blogs. I don't know if you have seen our website. There are a lot of blogs where our curators have picked out some good movies. Okay, let me pull up the link and I'll try and paste it in the chat. So we have a lot of this is one blog that I found, 10 all time best French movies for children. Okay, this is for children, but I think you'll find the similar list related to adult movies for sure. Okay, so yeah, Joplin has a sentence, il faut que je puisse venir demain. Okay, so here Joplin, I do not like this sentence very much because you have je puis venir. It's not wrong grammatically. I would prefer, for now at least, that you have only je puis plus the complement of the sentence and not another verb. It's not wrong. But it is a good sentence, Joplin. I like it. So we'll do one with venir. Let's make a sentence with venir. You know the conjugations already. Okay, Joplin, maybe the similar sentence in venir subjunctive. So someone is asking that they have just started with French A1 last week. Most of this you don't understand yet. Okay, well, you don't have to understand everything. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. Even if you understand 1% of it, it is helpful. Okay, Datta, because see, eventually you are going to learn this, and at that time you might remember something from here. Okay, even if you don't understand all the words, you will understand that there is something called subjunctive. Okay, even if you understand where to use subjunctive, uh, that is good for me. Okay, Sava Datta, I hope that's all right for you. Il faut que je vienne demain. Très bien, Joplin. That is a good sentence. Joplin is saying, il faut que je vienne demain. I'll type it here. This is a sentence by Joplin. Good. Then, do we have other sentences? Je veux que vous veniez vers Ahmedabad. Il faut que nous venions au bureau chaque jour. Très bien, Janvi. Oh, sorry. Faut que tu viennes avec moi. Okay, can we do another, but not just il faut que, because il faut que is very mainstream, I'd say. I'll give you a few starters and all. I gave you a list. Okay, go back to the list. I gave you a list. Yeah, this is the list which you could use to use the subjunctive form. J'aimerais que vous veniez chez moi ce week-end. Ok, très bien, Janvi. Again, Sphinx. Je suis contente que nous venions ensemble. Ok. Okay, these are some. Il est important que you can do. Je désire que. Okay, I'll also give you a few connectors. Yeah. Il est essentiel. Il est certain. Faut que vous veniez aux soirées chez moi. Très bien. Il est rare. Il est regrettable. Oh, one thing. One interesting thing. Il est regrettable. Can we do one sentence with this? Il est regrettable. Once we have this, I want to talk about pensée. Allez, ok. Il est regrettable qu'il ne vienne jamais aux réunions. C'est vraiment regrettable, oui, je suis d'accord, Joplin. Il est regrettable que tu ne viennes pas en vacances avec nous. Good Dhoni. We'll also copy this one so that everyone can see it nice. Okay, so pensée, when we talk about pensée, very interesting to note that pensée with the positive form takes the indicative, takes the normal present tense, okay, and with the negative takes the subjunctive, okay, because when it is indicative there is surety, okay, when it is not positive, like in a negative form, there is uncertainty, okay. So I'll say je pense que tu seras I don't want to do alors, que tu réussiras, let's do réussiras ton examen. Okay, je pense. Now, just the negative of this one, je ne pense pas que tu. What is the subjunctive of réussir? Can someone tell me? Très bien, Janvi. Réussisse. Okay. We do réussisse because there is uncertainty. Ça va? Is this clear? Can we have different examples of this now? For positive and yes. So, je ne pense pas qu'il soit là. Je pense que tu es magnifique. Okay. Well. Ça va. Okay. Is this clear? Subjunctive présent. अभी तक any doubts so far? If everything is clear, I'd like to see some French symbols in the chat. If this is okay, then we'll also quickly look at subjunctive passé. It's very simple. Très bien. Je ne pense pas qu'il y ait des extraterrestres. Très bien. Okay. One small. Okay. Conjugate this. Il est essentiel que vous dash avant la fin de la semaine. Va, Janvi. Je pense que l'art occupe une place essentielle. Je ne pense pas que ce soit une perte du temps. Très bien. Okay, so it is important to note that in your writings and speakings, in all these exams, okay, TEF or TCF, you have to use subjunctive. Okay, when I say you have to use subjunctive, that is a subjunctive as well. Okay, il faut que vous utilisiez le subjonctif. Je veux que vous utilisiez le subjonctif. Yes, we have an answer in the chat by Dhwani. Arriviez. Très bien. Il est essentiel que vous arriviez avant la fin de la semaine. Okay. Bien. Now, looking very quickly at subjunctif passé. Okay. It is just when we have que, so it is que is in the middle of the sentence. Then you have the être or avoir in the subjunctive plus the participe passé of the verb. Okay. So, can I have, which verb will I do? Let's do penser in this subjunctif passé. Just the conjugation, okay? Penser takes avoir auxiliaire. And I am waiting for you in the chat. For this, we have to know the subjunctive of être and avoir. We already discussed être. Now it's time for avoir. I'll help you with it. No, Dhoni, we are talking about subjunctive passé. You are right for subjunctive. We are talking about subjunctive passé. Ok, Jacqueline, que j'ai pensé, que tu aies pensé, qu'il est long y penser, que nous ayons pensé, que vous ayez pensé, qu'il, elle ait pensé. Ok, très bien. Well, I did make a mistake here. Yeah. Que nous ayons pensé, que vous ayez pensé, que et pensée. Okay. Ça va? Okay. So I will give you a sentence as well, just for you to understand. I'll say, je suis ravie que tu aies pensé à moi hier. Okay, so it's just the subjunctive that is happening in the past, that happened in the past. Okay. Ça va? Is this clear? Now, subjunctive passé, if you don't want to make things extra complicated, you can just not use it. But it is nice to know the subjunctive passé. Okay. Ça va? Is this good? If this is good, I'd like to see some hearts in the chat. Then we quickly take a look at the Gérondif. Gérondif is not difficult at all. अरे Joplin breaking heart, why? Oh, so you're sending all the hearts, okay. Ça va. Okay. Merci beaucoup. We will be going to the Gérondif now. Give me a second while I change my screen. Okay, tell me, what is the use of Gérondif? What is the use of Gérondif? What is the use of Gérondif? Who will tell me? Don't know. Okay, so Gérondif we use for two separate things. Okay, two simultaneous actions. Just 1 minute. Yes, we use the Gérondif for two simultaneous actions. Okay, so in English, if I have to give you an example, I'll say I ate while watching TV. Okay, I ate while watching TV. Okay, action simultanée. Okay, yeah, and it looks like this. The Gérondif uses participe présent. The Gérondif uses participe présent. We know what is participe passé, which we use in the passé composé, but this has to be participe présent. Now, to make your participe présent, you take the base of the word with nous and add and. like ant. So for example, let's take and go back to this. Just remember this, okay? Participe présent is this. I'll go back to this document. Yeah, participe présent, this one, participe présent is the base of the verb with nous plus ant. Okay, so let's take a verb, manger. Okay, we say nous mangeons. Okay, so base here is this one, is our base. Okay, so to make the participe présent, we say mangeons. Okay, so our gérondif was en plus participe présent. So for manger, the gérondif will become en mangeant. Okay, so my sentence is j'ai regardé la télévision en mangeant. Okay, which means that yes, Shweta, you're right. For two actions which happen at the same time or as ing form. Sava, I won't take it as ing form. They are just two actions happening at the same time. Okay, you can think of it as while. Okay, while, while, we say in English. So yeah, you can take that. For that I don't have a problem. Okay, so this will be translated as I watched TV while eating. Okay, so this is our simple plain gérondif, but it is also very useful also for the exam purpose because it helps you give a new sentence structure. Je mangeais du popcorn en regardant le film. Très bien. Very good, Joplin. So in the sentence of Joplin, she has used manger in the imperfect form, and en regardant is in the gérondif form. Okay. So that's your gérondif. Do use it for your regular writing and speaking exams as well. All of this is a matter of habit and practice. Okay, once you have in your mind that I have to use gérondif or subjonctif in my sentences, you will be able to do that. Okay, so can we have a few sentences with gérondif? Joplin already made one. I would like some more. And waiting. I hope gérondif is clear for all. I'll show you the rules again, just so you can look at it. Okay, Joplin has another sentence. Il s'est blessé en jouant au football. Très bien. Very good. J'ai vu Nicole en traversant la rue. Wow, c'était très bien. Okay, remember that Gérondif sounds a little complex and looks a little difficult, but it's really not. It is a matter of habit, and once you make that habit, it is very easy to use it. Elle est tombée en courant. Well, yes. Ça va. Okay. So yeah, that is Gérondif. If that is clear, I would like to have Diwali related emojis in the chat. Come on. Ok, Dhwani. Oh, Janvi also says, je passe un bon moment à la plage en écoutant les vagues. Wow, très bien. J'ai écouté de la musique en faisant mes devoirs. Good sentence, not recommended. Like, the activity is not recommended because then you can't focus. Okay. Nice festive vibes in the chat. Send more. Okay, well, tell me if you have doubts now. I think we will be ending the session soon. What are your doubts? What are some things that you want me to cover in the next live? Riksha, how is that Diwali? We know doubts, questions. Sometimes in my live class also it feels like a live session because when students are very confused, they don't reply, only they're thinking, so they forget to speak. And yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, I try to explain my best. I hope everyone has understood. Tell me what you want to cover in the next session, we'll do that. Or if no, you can message it to the team as well. I do take requests. But yeah, I think we will end the session here. Have an amazing weekend, everyone. To all the patakas and diyas and baddies. Okay. Well, bon weekend à tout le monde. I will see you in the next live. Yeah. Au revoir.